Hiya. So YouTube says average retention is like 30 seconds long. So I waited 30 seconds to say my first word. Yay! Is this a subversion? Yeah, I would think this is a subversion. Anyways, my consignment was stolen. So everything I was going to do today, I can't do. My plans are ruined, so I'm just going to play The Long Dark. I am not happy. I am bummed out. Like, there were valves. There were just valves. There were plumbing valves. Who steals plumbing valves? It's not like you could, like, the retail value of these valves is like 40 some odd dollars. But it's not like you can turn around and sell them at a pawn shop. It's not like you can sell the steel for that much. Like, it's only a couple cents worth of metal. Like, it's kind of obscene that they're so expensive to begin with, but I mean... Well, one of the reasons they're expensive is because I think these particular valves are made in the US. And, you know, tariffs. Or they may not be, and they just inflated the price like nuts. Who steals valves? I get electronics delivered to me. Why don't they steal that? You know, something that I can get like a day or two, not special order, and they can just run off with it and sell it somewhere, and you know, I can have an insurance claim on them, or Amazon can replace it, or wherever I bought it can replace it. But no. There has to be something that's special order from the US that I gotta wait for it to go through customs, and it's always the special order stuff. No one ever steals the usual stuff. No one ever steals like the battery, you know, the power packs. Okay? You know, the power packs that you use to charge your phone when you're off doing stuff. No one ever steals that. I pretty much know who stole it anyways. It's not cool. So now I have to wait for new valves. It's not fun. So today's plan is no real plan because I haven't thought about it, but I think I'm going to go up the left side of the map to try to finish off exploring everything. Maybe find a hammer. If I find the hammer, then we're going to move to Bleak Inlet, and at that point, that will probably be the furthest that I have gotten since I've started playing this game again. The trick about getting small section of meat doesn't seem to be working with this moose here, because if I set it to 4, like this, it never gives me an odd number. It never gives me a prime number. I think it's a prime number. All I get is 5. Even though I'm taking 4 off, it gives me like a 5, so it rounds down or rounds up or whatever the hell it does. I'm not sure what it's doing. I am getting only 4 pieces of meat, 0.4 kilos of meat, so see, 0.4. So I think I'm actually losing protein on that. So I'll just do 5. Try to get it done. And then cook it, but that's not going to be enough to get me my my points. Although the moose will give me quite a bit of actual meat to survive, and I can go trying to harvest wolves. Oh. And of course, like, I'm still not sleeping very well. But that's normal. I can't stop myself from wanting mustard and stuff. So it's still causing my systems to do stuff because of the sulfur in it. And I can't stop eating cheesecake, of course. Anything that's like beef based, because it's there's a certain amino acid in it that breaks down into sulfur compounds, and then I react to that. But there is like a small modicum of hope, because quite possibly that breakdown of the amino acid has more to do with my stomach bacteria than, you know, actual biological processes. In which case, like, maybe I could not be
much more.
Sensitive to it in the future. But that also might involve a fecal transplant, which is actually like they put someone else's poo up your bum. And that apparently is some kind of miracle thing. It's not really offered in Canada, I don't think. Like, unless you have like serious problems, and not like I'm trying to think about going to like the black market to get black market poo, but it's an interesting concept. And it may be why I crave dairy so much. Could be why a lot of people crave dairy so much, because they have a certain type of gut bacteria that wants it.
Oh yeah,
and
that's a good one.
Releases a kind of a chemical that makes you, you know, desire it or something. Who knows? Let's make more water while we do this, because it's always good to have water on hand. There we go. And I'm going to get rid of this book. "25 minutes. I don't really have anything to do that's like 25 minutes long. So, I'm not going to do anything. All of the other stuff... Oh, this is all cured. This must be from the bear. 2 cured maple, there we
I
go.
wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Shove all that over there. See, I would rather this 10 be lowered to 75% so they can stack instead of having 2 separate piles. And that goes for a lot of things in this game. Okay, let's put the new fresh things here. The hell are these things called again? There. Perfect. If I had mods installed, I could change the reading interval so that it would be, 15 minutes instead of 30 minutes, and then I could not have to stand here and wait. But whatever. We'll add more fuel. What's the temperature at? 10 degrees. I'm kind of wonder, like, what's the best way to get the temperature up high quickly? What fuel I should use before I throw coal on a forge fire? Because coal is the only thing that gets the forge fire up, but it's also kind of a precious resource. Ooh, I almost forgot I had these.
It's getting kind of heavy.
Well, let's get rid of these torches. Oh, I almost took that off. Too early. I almost took it off too early. I don't think I did, but I almost did. Okay. There are some... How long did it take to shred this? 10 minutes. Don't want to waste too much time doing nothing. 45 minutes. That's not good. 10 minutes. Wonder why the sweater takes 45 minutes. Maybe it yields more cloth? Who knows? I just took it off before it was done. God damn it.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, so this is probably going to take a long time, right? 10 minutes. So the sweater takes more than hacking apart a bunch of sweaters. Which is the same time as it takes to rip apart socks. Like, it's kind of a weird dichotomy there. I don't know. There we go. Eight minutes until boil, 7 minutes until done. It's kind of weird that these coincide a little. It might be due to the my cooking level though, because when you start compressing the time frames, you end up starting to have like similar times for everything because you're compressing. I don't know how else to say that. It's kind of weird. There we go. And let's eat one of these, just so I'm Not hungry. Yeah, I got quite a bit of food. This doesn't look as nice as the other meats. This looks kind of icky and blistered. Okay, once I'm done this, I don't think I have any short duration stuff to do. But I do think I'll probably have a lot of, I'll probably go through a lot of that wood, I think. That seems to be the case. And let's drop a lot of our cloth here. Once we get through the door. Get through the door.
Night is coming.
So that's our predator meat that still hasn't, we still can't eat yet. Which we have a lot of. Okay, there we go. I'm surprised my temperature is dropping so slowly without shoes on. Since I've got lots of condition and I'm full and everything, I'm just going to let the I'm just going to exhaust myself doing this, because there's really no point in not doing that. There we go. Oh, do I get level 5 now? Oh, I got level 5 cooking. I can eat the wolf meat. I can eat anything now.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There we go. It'd be nice if I could actually see what I'm doing, but so how much do I have left? I have about 24 kilos left to go. I'm surprised that the wood stove gives you less light than the potbelly stove. Let's just get this on. This going. Now, making water is like the easiest thing to do, so I just make tons of it whenever I can, because being without water is a pain in the face hole. So you might as well just make as much of it as possible and put it aside. It's the one status resource that you can manage super easily without even thinking about it. And also, this also means that oops. Oh, fuck it. I'm click happy. There we go. Oh, do I have nasty water? I think I got some nasty water. Yeah, I got some nasty water. Probably should have put the pots in the back so I don't keep accidentally clicking them. But whoever said I was intelligent? I did not. It's other people who are just trying to be nice.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
And I am not intelligent. I'm just an idiot who's lucky to be right every so often. Doop doop doop. Ooh, we're almost done. Amazing. Okay. So 17 minutes. Okay, we're good. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. I'm sitting on the corner. I am sitting in the... I forget the words. Iconic song, almost not even made. Okay, so let's put this on, but we're only going to do half of the water there. So they finish boiling at the same time. Why are you doing the... No, what did I just do? Oh, I thought I ate it raw. Oh man, that would have been bad. Okay, I'm not going to cook anything else. There, so everything's done. Well, let's put out torches. Whoops. Whoops, wrong button. Then we'll just...
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, that's cool. Put the torches away. Then I will drop the food outside to be deep freezed, and that'll be it. Once I get through the door. Now. I'll eat the rabbit, because I've only got one rabbit. Cool. And double cool. Let's look at the journal. Is this just my locations? Oh, look. Okay, so 61 calories. That's just today. I average, holy shit, I burned a lot of calories that day. I average about 28 to 29 calories per day. That must be a day that I just stayed in bed. Oh, I was injured. So when I sleep more, do I eat more? No, they don't seem to be connected.
I need to find a place to rest.
We're going to rest in a second. Just give me a minute. I'm just looking at this, okay? Okay, so cooking skill is maxed out. Carcass harvesting is still 2. I think, I'm not sure whether or not cutting them up in 0.1 sections increases your carcass harvesting or not. Rifle doesn't matter. Mending, revolver, gunsmithing. Rock caches. I didn't make any rock cache. Oh, never mind about that. Okay. Let's take a nappy nap, and we will sleep 8 hours. I don't know why you can sleep up to 10 hours, because I mean 12 hours. I don't really know how many people who sleep 12 hours. I don't really know anybody who sleeps 12 hours. Like, unless they're not well. Okay. The drop. We get a little bit of a drinky poo in. There. Where's our... There we go. Okay. So let's sort out what we're going to do here. Can I not, like, get rid of that toaster at all? I can't get rid of the toaster. So I will drop the rifle, because I'm not going to take the rifle with me. I don't like it sitting there. That doesn't look right. Okay, maybe if I turn it around. That look better? Nah, it looks like it's going to fall if I do that. Where am I going to put the rifle? Is there a rifle rack somewhere around here? No. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like things that don't look nice, and I can't get rid of this fucking toaster. Can I put it on the bed? Oh, yes, let's put it on the bed. You can't put it on the bed. That sucks. Nah, it's not letting me put it anywhere on the bed. Okay, we'll just put it here. And I don't really think I'm going to need the revolver. So I'm going to leave the revolver behind, but I'm going to take the hacksaw. Yeah, I'm going to take everything else. What's my arrow like? My bow. My bow's at 45. That's still pretty good. Okay, let's put my clothes on. I don't have the map all set up, so we're not going to do a planning session right now. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to walk out behind up here, over here, climb up the side of the mountain, and then go along the side of the map until I get to this point where I'm just going to walk back here. Easy like that. Of course, I'm gonna fill up my belly first. Now that we can eat wolf meat, the wolf meat is on the table. I'll have to eat a lot of it because they're like the size of nuggets. Oops, wrong button. Which is kind of annoying. There. Drop the rest. Let's sell some Wawa. And then set off. Now, since I keep getting lost if I don't do the landmarks, if I don't follow landmarks, I am just going to go to the river and then follow the river so I don't get turned around. Which is basically how I navigate in real life too, because I don't know north, south, east, west. Even, like, I've lived here, where I live now, for, like, close to 15 years. 10, 15 years. And if you asked me to point where north is, I don't think I can. Okay, I heard squawking over there. Okay, what did I leave over there? I bet you it's a wolf. Nope, that's the dead guy. Yeah, there's a dead guy there. That's not a wolf or anything. Is there buzzards in Canada? I think there are buzzards in Canada. I'm not sure. Like, I get why the creators went for crows, because crows are pretty ubiquitous in Canada. Like, you go anywhere and you'll hear crows squawking at you. Oh, let's notch our bow. There we go. Now, once I get to Bleak Inlet and I start crafting arrowheads, I'm not sure what I can do from there. Like, the only thing I can think of is exploring and clearing out all the different regions. But in my mind, as soon as I've set up a permanent source of food, a permanent source of weapons, and all that kind of stuff, in my mind, I've beaten the game. So once I get to that point, I don't know what I'm going to do next. Probably not play the game for a while until The Long Dark 2 comes out. And I probably will play it because it looks good. Even though the company like completely didn't deliver on its Kickstarter promises. This game is not bad. This game is very, very good. And I expect the Long Dark 2 to be pretty good too. Can I get up that? Or is it over there? I think it's over there. And the fact that it's in a ruined urban landscape makes me even more wanting to get it. Because a lot of times these kind of games, they put you in rural areas. I meant urban. Did I say urban before? I meant Long Dark 2 is going to be an urban landscape. Usually they put you in these rural landscapes, or in like the jungle or something like that. So I would like to see how they handle like multi-story buildings and things like that. Like, are you going to be able to go to the third floor of an apartment building, trek your way up there and use that as a base, or is everything going to stay on the ground? How long after the fall is it going to be? I would also like to see what state the game is in when they release it, because how long have they been working on it? Have they been working on it while working on the Long Dark 2? Do they have 2 teams? Will you be able to jump? Oh, I almost fell. Will the music be as nice? Okay, just a sec. Gotta move something on my desk here. Desk. You knew the truth of my desk. Okay. Doo-doo. Okay, so where is... There's the crashed plane. And I think over here is a few of the ruined cabins. Or is it behind... No, the ruined cabins are right over here. But I guess I have to go around them to get there? Around this to get there? I'm not going to look at that place again because there's almost no feathers, so fuck it. Can't get over there, if I recall correctly. So I think I have to... What do I have to do? I can't remember how I got past this part. I might just try to get up this ledge here. I'm usually pretty lucky about getting through those kind of places, but not that part right there. Can I get by anywhere here? Can I crouch over there? No, I can't. I can't get by there. Can I get by there? No. So I'm going to try backtracking a little. Oh, I think I missed this part before. Yeah, I think I missed this part before. No, I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't miss this part. So I'm going to backtrack this way. I'm pretty sure I just need to get on the other side of these rocks. Which it looks like I might be able to do right here. There we go. There. Okay. Okay, oops, 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 oops. Let's get down here. Okay, there we go. Okay, where is... Okay, there is this guy. They respawned. Can I get him? I don't know if I can get him. Oh shit! That's a timber wolf! Did he actually hurt me? No, he didn't. Did he injure the... Did he ruin the clothes? No, he didn't. I escaped that with my life. Okay, let's cut some of this stuff down. I probably should have brought a bedroll, but it doesn't take long to get back home, so that's not my major concern here. I'm going to use the tools to get through this faster, just because I don't want to be spending all the time here. Now, it's not difficult to defeat the Timberwolves. Only one can attack you at a time. But it can be challenging, and it opens you up to death, basically. I don't know how else to say that. Okay, let's cut this up. And everything's floating. I love how that works. They move on quickly, though. I think they despawn very quickly. And if they're still there, I might try to take them on again. But you kind of have to have your back against a wall to deal with Timberwolves effectively. You can't do it out in the open. Because you see they run around you in a circle. So I might be able to do it from this corner if they're still here, but I don't think they're still here. Yeah, they're not still here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So that was kind of cowardice of me, but whatever. I did want to try to beat them. But I would probably have died. Almost certainly would have died. Okay, I'm overloaded again, so let's go back home. And we'll drop this shit off. And we'll eat. Yeah, I didn't think those wolves would still be there. The downed bodies don't seem to last very long. Like 3 days, I think. I'm not really sure the time frame, but it's pretty short. We also have to go back to town to grab a bunch of lead and stuff that we left behind. And maybe break down some of the metal there. Although, I think it might be easier instead of breaking down objects and things like that right now, is to move to Bleak Inlet and then come back to break stuff down. I'm not sure which would be better. Because if I break everything down, I can move it to a rally point, and then I can just pull from that rally point as I want. But then if I... Did I check him out? Yes, I did. But if I leave them, I can come back from Leak Inlet, because it doesn't take very long to walk the regions, break stuff down, and go home. But I would still need a rally point for, like, food and things like that. So I'm not sure which will be better. And there's still this, the lonely homestead over here that I haven't gone to. I don't know where that is. I think that's over here somewhere, like right here. Okay, let's notch our bow. I keep forgetting to do that. Notch your bow. Can we break down these planks? Yeah, those planks are breakdownable. I'm not going to break them down right now because, like, I don't super need them. Okay, let's just go the normal way. While the wind blows in our face again. And the wind is always blowing in our face, no matter what we do. Because that's just the way things are. Like, you basically have to tack into the wind, dude. It's so dumb. The fact that the game is coded specifically to annoy you is so annoying. It's sort of saying the same thing. The game is meant to annoy you, and that's annoying. If I get really close... There we go. That's better. Now, I might be able to travel down the river valley here, this river cut, staying really close to the side of the wall, and override the wind. But I think it's actually coming down this river cut. Yeah, it's coming down the river cut, so I can't really, you know, override it or ignore it or anything. I think in this situation, if I was this character,
So I can't be far behind.
I might make some kind of wooden shield with like a point on the end, so that if it was really windy, I could more easily push through the wind. And then it would also work as a shield against wild animals. So if they come up to you, you can like jink and weave while they bite at the shield. Let's get the hell up here. Let's get back here. Let's go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ugh. Can I get up there? No, I can't.
I'll rest soon. I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault that the wind doesn't like us. Yeah, well, it's not my fault that you're hungry. Is it in my face again? Like, this should be, like, going on sideways, but I think it's hitting me in the face again. Okay, so instead of going up that, that area there, I think tomorrow I'll just go down the... I'll just take the road down and get to the end of the lake bed or the riverbed. Oh, I still haven't done the radio place, have I? Yeah, maybe I'll go look at the radio site. If it's clear. If it's not clear, then I'll walk the storm back to the city, back to the town, and grab the lead. And maybe cut up whatever whatever shit's there. Can I cut up this playset? No, I can't cut up the playset. But I think I can break down all that stuff. I'm not really sure what's breakdownable and not. Like, ripping down the power lines will give you a lot of copper and stuff. Okay, let's just pick up a bunch.
I hate being cold, because I really do.
Hey, I'm gonna turn you off in a minute. You know that? I think that's enough to sleep with. Nah, I'll do the rest. Then, last one. There we go.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
You can in a second. Okay. And then...
I am too tired to think straight.
That's nice. Okay, do I have any metal on me? Yes, I do. We'll get rid of the metal. There we go. Grab some lava. There we go. Then we'll drop our clothes. After I scratch my ear. And we will sleep for, well, I guess 9 hours. Oh, I think, well, I'm kind of wondering if restful sleep lets it so you don't have to sleep as long. Sleep for 2 more hours. There we go. Cool.
Man, I could use a drink.
I'm going to assume that all the wolves that I murdered are all decayed away to nothing already. How much water do I have on me? Some. Okay. Now my hacksaw is getting low on condition, and I kind of want to fix it, but using quality tools, I'm not sure. I think quality tools can do something the regular tools can't, and I'm kind of hesitant. Do I have nothing else? Oh, shit. The radio. There we go. What else is on here? Nothing. Okay. So I'm not really sure if I want to sacrifice the quality tools. One, two, three. Let's pause. Okay. And then I will bring up this. We'll go the long dark tools. Go. And tools. There we go. So let's look at this. No, those are okay. So we're gonna go quality tools. There we go. So quality tools weighs whatever. Quality tools can repair an item 100% faster, having the repair time than without any tools. They also increase the chance of a successful repair by 20% in it. Oh. So if they're just in the inventory, they do better? Quality tools also reduce the time required to craft simple arrows by 50%. The items always comes in a 100% condition if found. Use degrades the condition, blah, 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 blah. Ruined tools at 0 condition can never be used or repaired with quality tools, but instead at a milling machine, the item can be repaired using itself. It takes 2 hours, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what is the difference between quality tools and regular tools then? Let's go for, simple tools. Whatever. Simple tools. Blah, 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 blah. Also have to increase the chance of success by 10%. Simple tools also reduce the time required to craft simple arrows by 25%. The item's always in 100% condition, blah, blah, blah. It takes 20%. Okay, so they're the exact same thing? I thought quality tools were used to do something regular tools can't. As an upgraded version of simple tools, quality tools can replace the same set of items as the latter. Oh, maybe quality tools can repair simple tools? Maybe that's what I'm remembering? I have no idea. The game has changed a lot. Fix the hacksaw with quality tools. There are more tools than a hacksaw. That's probably a good point. Oh, and I need that stuff. But there's no difference between the two tools now? Like simple tools and quality tools just do the exact same thing, except quality tools does it more? What the fuck? Just repair, please. Thank you. We'll do one more. Thank you. So that only used up 8%. That's good. That's fine. Awesomeness. Okay, what is my arrow at? 45%? I think... Did I sleep in my clothes? Oh, no, I just put them on. That's right. The knife and the hatchet probably need to be conditioned a bit. I'll take it with me, but I'm not going to do it right now. How was your night, Lex? Whoops. Oh, there we go. Okay, getting ready for work. Yeah, somebody stole my consignment, so I have nothing to do today. Who steals valves? Seriously, who steals valves? It's mind-numbing. Okay, let's notch and go off. Do I not have mittens on? I don't have mittens on. It annoys me so much. People steal... they steal the electronics, okay? The electronics, it takes like a couple days to get them replaced. Insurance pays for them. Amazon replaces them. All that kind of stuff. Special order from the United States that takes a week to get in, a couple weeks to get in, and it's got to go through customs. And you steal that. Seriously. So irritating. So we're going to go up there. I could walk all the way around, or I could use the rope, because there is a rope thing right there. I'm not sure either one matters. Maybe I'll just use the climbing rope. I'm in good condition. I'm well rested. I'm getting cold, though. I might have to get warmer clothes soon. Maybe deerskin pants or something. Something heavier for these treks. Like, I know I'm repeating myself at this point, but, like, it's not like they can get any money for these valves. The amount of steel in the valves, like, the valves themselves, okay, are like $40 each. But the amount of steel in them is just a couple of cents. And you can't exactly bring them to a a pawn shop to get money for them. You can't exactly sell them because they're specialty valves. So why? Why would somebody take them?
Fire. Hot. Fire. Yeah.
Okay, let's hope the bear doesn't show up. Is there anything special in here? No, nothing special. I miss the days when you could have packages held at a distribution center. You can't really do that anymore. Because they don't really have distribution centers anymore. Everything's just a just-in-time delivery.
I can't feel my feet.
Why am I walking so slow? Oh, it's in my face again. I remember I used to get annoyed with it. 20 years ago, having to go to, like, the UPS distribution terminal or a Pure Later terminal to pick up my, my delivery. What's that? Nothing that. That used to annoy me. Not anymore. Like, even if I have to rent a truck myself, just to bring a load back or something, that seems a lot better in my head than, you know, waiting 2 weeks for something to come in again. It's just nuts. Back then, there was less theft of stuff. They're like, even if you get a whole skid of something, they leave it in your backyard or something. Like, no. Or phone me. Phone me and tell me that it's coming. Sometimes they do. Sometimes the delivery guys will call and say, I am here. And I appreciate those people like you wouldn't believe.
I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
A lot of times, like, I'm not sure that they're about to do it, so I never have cash on me. But I'd fucking be like, oh, here's $50 for calling me. Thank you. Maybe I should get gift cards so that whenever a delivery person actually calls and, like, wants to hand deliver something to you, I can hand them a gift card for somewhere. And it's all Amazon's fault. Amazon has made delivery for everything worse. They deliver shit and they just leave it at your door or on the porch or something because they sell more than they lose. So when when a porch pirate steals something, or it goes missing, or even if you lie and say that the thing never showed up, they still make more money by blind dropping product to you. But I seriously hate it. Oh, is that a climbing rock right there? Can I do this, or is it whiteout conditions? Oh no, it's still okay. There we go. Look at how far I can get. Wow. My mom regularly has her vitamins stolen by Amazon drivers as the boxes are heavy and they think it's electronics. Ugh. The drivers themselves are the worst. For Amazon. And I don't blame the drivers for Amazon, because they pay them such shit that, you know, you don't have much incentive not to steal from the customers. If you can get away with it like a couple times.
I think I can use this.
Did I not bring a pry bar? If you can get away with it a couple times, you might have made several months' salary doing that. Like, I hate to use mob mentality, like mob is in criminal organization mentality, but when you have somebody
This stuff will come in handy.
trafficking like a couple $1 million worth of shit for you, you don't pay them $1.50. You pay them more because you want whatever you're moving to get where it's supposed to go. Ski boots? Ugh. Ooh, is that better? I don't know if that one's better. Okay, let's cut some shit up. Is this a workbench? This is a workbench. Where's the... I don't see the vise. Aren't they supposed to have a vise? Now let's just cut this up. We'll cut this up. And I forgot to drink.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Yum. Yeah, maybe I'll sleep here. Or maybe not, because then I'll lose my well-fed, right?
So tired.
No, I'm not going to lose my well-fed. I got a lot of food on me. And it says a lot about our priorities as a people, where we don't think our deliveries of stuff is important. It's so unimportant that the person delivering it, we need or want to make less than minimum wage. Because we want that instead of paying like 190 for the TV that we just bought, we want to pay, 160 or something like that. And it's also very telling that companies care so little about the product being stolen that they're willing to take the hit just to send you the product again. Like, how much profit are they making on whatever it is, if they can sell it to you twice without much thought put into it? Okay, I think I'm gonna come back up here. Maybe I'll grab the climbing rope from over there and bring it over here. Ooh. It's not this way now, but it used to be. The markup for so many things, so many retail things, was very high. Like now, everybody takes for granted that you can buy a USB cable for $5, to plug your phone into and charge it. But it used to be that USB cable would cost $20. You can also do a massing fishing session at Pensive Pond to load up on lantern oil. I could, but I don't really need to. Or screws. Screws was another weird fucking thing. So when I was running retail stores, you'd get computer screws, okay? Just a package of computer screws, and they'd sell it to you for, $30, $29.99 or something like that. And the cost was less than $1 or like less than $2 or something like that. Computer cables selling for $40, costing them $2 or $3.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
And then all of that kind of changed with Amazon. But still, even though they're selling to you for, $2, $3, $4, $5, they can still lose it and then sell it to you again and still make a profit. So how much are they costing now? Although the really low price for cables is starting to fade because they're starting to sell them for more and more now again. Even though there's like 20 cents of copper, like the plastic is worth more than the copper. Actually, if you want, so go to Walmart, okay, and look at like a 100-foot extension cord or 50-foot extension cord, and the price will be like $39 or $49 or something like that. Then go look at the garden hose. That's like about half the length or something like that, and it'll be about the same price. And you might think, well, the amount, since they both use plastic and rubber and insulators and things like that, you might think that the expensive thing is the plastic, is the hydrocarbon. But it's really not. The thing that makes the roll extension cord and the garden hose the same price is the size. The size to put it into a shipping crate to come here from overseas is what defines what the cost of the thing is. Because the most expensive thing that you pay for when you're getting a big load of stuff from anywhere to sell is transportation costs. And transportation costs are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. I just saw something up here, didn't I? Yeah. And the transportation costs that you pay, you know, sending something from wherever you live to the other side of the country or wherever you live, is way more than any large corporation pays. Like you're subsidizing corporate transport costs. Can I still get up here? Yeah, I think I can still get up here. I think I'm going to break into another economics lesson, and then nobody will want to hear it. Like I think I've said this before, but if you want something, if you want to buy something or purchase something, the best thing that you can do is buy a gross of it, buy a large number of it from the supplier, get it shipped to you, then sell the remainder off for less than the MSRP, because whatever you can, whatever you decide to sell it for, and what you think is like an acceptable profit, if you didn't know the price, will be way less than the sticker price. Like, again, these valves that I ordered are $40 a piece, $45 a piece, but I guarantee you that the import cost for them is like $5 per or less. It's nuts. It's annoying. And like, speaking of vitamins, vitamins are pretty much useless. And most vitamins don't even have the active ingredient in it. And the size of the vitamins they're that size because of the bulking agent that's in them. Most vitamins are like the amount that's in a vitamin is minuscule. This sweatshirt is not as good. So you only have like a couple of grams of something, or a wisp of something. Is the Expedition Parka better? I don't know. I think the Expedition Parka is the one that I put aside. So, okay. Let's finish this first. And it used to be like a good old boys club for these manufacturers. Like if back in the day, if you were Expedition Parka is the best in the game. That's what I thought. If you were just a regular person and you wanted to buy direct from a manufacturer, a lot of the times they wouldn't do it because they didn't have a prior relationship with. Now that doesn't matter. Now you don't need a prior relationship with them, and you largely don't even need to have an account with them. You can buy everything on cash account now. They don't care. They just want your money. So, like, if you want something, call the manufacturer. You could probably get it cheaper. They're not going to want to do anything outside their normal supply chain. So you can't say, like, I'll buy one and go pick it up. But, like, if you want to buy a whole gross of it, the only company that I found that didn't want to play ball with that was actually Frito-Lay's. So I wanted to buy like a huge consignment of chips for myself, and they were basically stonewalling me. This was also a long time ago, so it might have changed since then. But they were basically stonewalling me because of not having a prior relationship. But we're also talking about mid 2000s. Yeah. And for anybody who wants like potato chips cheap, just go to Costco. Costco, you get most things cheap. Not everything though. There's quite a few things that it's the same price as in a store. Can I go back up there before the end of the day? Actually, yeah, probably could, couldn't I? Okay, so let's get this. Where is the parka? Did I keep it in my hand? Yes, I did. So I think the parka, yeah, even damage, the parka is better off. And ooh. This one's in slightly better condition. What? Oh, because it's wet. This one's in slightly better condition. There we go. But I'm tired, so going up that going up that thing is probably not gonna be fun. So let's repair this parka. And that's the whole secret of buying in bulk. It's just because a lot of these, okay, so that, so it used to be the secret of buying in bulk was that companies wanted to, companies would sell you the same amount of stuff for less if you were willing to buy more. That has changed greatly. Companies, so when you learn about like market forces and shit like that, one of the key concepts that is like an immutable truth is that if you can sell 100 items for $10, it's better to sell it like that than 10 items for $100, because your greater throughput is more stable. That has changed. The zeitgeist has changed, and now companies are attempting to sell the same product for more money to less customers. And that's why the system breaks down, because it's less robust. When you have supply chain issues, you're then pissing off the entire consumer base when you're not stockpiling. I talked about this before, so it doesn't matter. But the transportation cost is a big thing. Like if you're as old as I am, you would be surprised at how cheap flat screen TVs are, LCD screen TVs, because you remember the big CRTs being so expensive. And the reason that the CRTs were so expensive is because they were really heavy and they were really big. So to stick them on a boat or on a truck or something cost a lot of money, because it displaced other shit being put on there. But the flat screen TVs, even though they're wider, because they're flat, you can stack more on top of one another and get more in a space and ship it for less. Okay, I think I might go to sleep, because I can set off in the morning and take a nap at the next location at the tower. But I need to remember to bring a goddamn prep bar. Okay, let's take a nappy nap. We're gonna go for, let's say, 10 hours. Okay, there we go. No. No. And I'll take up a 500 gram one. Oh, you are not thirsty. Oh. How not thirsty am I? Eh. Am I hungry? I'm a little bit hungry. I might not... No, I should eat before I go. I don't want my well-fed to expire. It's also why a lot of things are made out of plastic nowadays. Like, people think that it's because it's cheaper to make a thing out of plastic. But it's not true. It's just cheaper to ship the thing out of plastic. Weight and size are the major stumbling blocks for everything. It's one of the reasons that IKEA does so well is because they can flat pack everything, and everything's made out of really light particle wood. You sell somebody a table that's, you know, a fifth of the weight and a tenth of the size, and you can sell it for like an eighth of the price. Because you're taking up less room. And the cost of transportation would severely... okay, so this is going to be like super controversial. But like the cost of transportation can be severely reduced with radical redesigns in transportation. So the USSR was going to do this. They never eventually did this because it's hard to do. It's difficult to implement. But nuclear power container ships would be able to transport goods at a severely reduced cost. The initial cost of the units of the reactors on the ships would be high, but they're basically sealed units that need to be that don't need to be serviced for a long time. Now, of course, there's I'm not going to say that there's that's a foolproof thing. There are major problems with, you know, allowing idiots to run a nuclear reactor. And where is the rope? And the thing is that you always have to assume that the person at the controls is going to be an idiot, which is one of the major reasons why it was probably never implemented. But there are other alternatives that can make the mass transportation of large goods across the ocean much cheaper. Okay, how far up can I go before I have to do something? Like, should I rest here? I should probably rest here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna rest here. But like the type of oil that is used, the type of fuel that's used on large container ships nowadays is, or forever, is very inefficient. Not to mention dirty, but it's mostly the inefficient part of it. Like, realistically speaking, if we went back to sailing ships, it would cost significantly less than having these diesels that are basically using waste oil as their fuel source. And there's no reason not to use, like, you might say, oh, that's idiotic to use sails on a container ship, but so what if it took a month to cross the ocean? Like, if you want your Christmas tree lights by Christmas, you can just send the consignment over earlier, so it gets there on time. The most likely trade-off in that circumstance, though, is that you need more better trained sailors to operate the ship. And that's sort of a fact about scaling any kind of process, any kind of like manufacturing or transportation or any kind of process. The cheaper the thing is to operate, the actual machine to operate, the more highly skilled the operator needs to be. Can I get rid of that? All these are empty. Oh, I almost forgot. I almost forgot. For nothing. Literally for nothing. Is there nothing else that can be cut up in here? No. No. Is that it? Oh, I missed this. Can't see it. I personally think that nuclear-powered container ships is feasible, but you do need to restructure the industry a little, and the people operating it need to be better trained. Like, I think it would probably be most feasible if the major supply routes were operated by government, and that the people operating the vessels were government employees, or somebody who's like basically military personnel.
Trees, because I'm gonna eat a tree.
The quality of a military personnel. But that's not not feasible. That's like during wartime, that's actually what occurs, is the military takes over supply routes. I think that's not everything. Okay. I think that's everything now, right? Okay, let's break this down and see if we get... Yes, we do get a workbench thing. 4 hours. I don't know if that's worth it, because I will go hungry by then. I'm kind of wondering if I want to come back again, or skip it for another day, or not skip it altogether and just grab one from another place. I think I'm going to go home. I think I'm going to go home. I think that's the best bet. And I can come back, or maybe not. I don't know. It's probably not worth it. I'd like to have the vice, but it's not necessary. I can get it anywhere else, and there's probably a bunch of places in Bleak Inlet, and maybe even in the ravine that's that I can steal one from. Way up, and up, tuck. Like, I think people, if they want to really understand how important transportation is and how vital access is like that, they should play games like Transport Tycoon or games like Satisfactory. Satisfactory is a good one because it gives you an idea of all levels of production, because you have to mine the resources, and of course it's simplified, but I mean, you have to mine the resources, you have to set up conveyor belts or trains or trucks or like a bunch of different things to get your resources from point A to B, then to change those into something else to be able to build another product to then, you know, continue on with the game. And it gives you a real understanding of all of the different elements involved in putting that together, because you're managing it all yourself. There was another game called Good Business or something that was kind of similar, that was at a smaller scale. And I think the first scenario was you build a calculator, and you start off just buying the components and then putting them together. Then you build the components for the components, then you put those together, and you have to hire people and get distribution. Another one that people might not think would really teach you manufacturing, supply and demand is like Schedule 1, because you have to get resources for the drugs. You have to manage the production. You have to manage the distribution and things like that. And the great thing about Schedule 1 is it kind of really demonstrates, really shows you like how criminal a lot of shit is. Because in Schedule 1, you're a drug dealer, and you produce your product for like not very much, but then you turn around and you sell it for like 10 times the price or more. And they become filthy wealthy. Maybe I'll play a Transport Tycoon or something. It'll drive me nuts because I'm not really good at setting them up. Setting up distribution paths and things like that. Because I'm always trying to optimize, and sometimes it's not good to optimize. I overthink things. And I'm impatient because I constantly want to do something. But it can be super fun. Yeah. Okay, let's take off my clothes. Did I accidentally bring cloth with me? I did. Oh, I still need to grab the lead from the town. Maybe I'll do that now. What time is it? Yeah, I think I'll do that now. That won't take very long, and it's not very heavy. because I cut it up already. Or maybe I'll wait till morning. Yeah, as long as the weather's not bad, waiting till morning might be a good idea. Okay, let's go to sleep. We will sleep for 9 hours. Maybe we won't go because the wolves will be insane. What can I do in this area during an aurora? I don't think there's anything special happening here. If it was Coastal Highway or Bleak Inlet, there'd be a couple locations we can get into. But I don't think here we can do much. Okay, I'm going to take the gun, just in case I get into something overly exuberant. Oh, I thought it couldn't be windy if there was an aurora. Yeah, I think Good Business would be a game I'd like to stream. I've always wanted to be educational. Using video games to demonstrate real-world properties has always appealed to me. Like a lot of the times, I tried to put that energy into my stationeer videos, where I was trying to like. So I made all of those videos because somebody wanted me to make them. They were trying to demonstrate something in the game. I was trying to get people to play with me and things like that. But every time I made them, I wanted to show that there was some kind of connection to the real world, that it did something. Like one of the videos that I did mostly for myself was the cryogenic separation video, where I cooled down all of the gases to separate the different gases from one another, which is a real concept. And I was trying to explain that, like, if we went into space, that would be the easiest way to, clear out carbon dioxide and shit from the air. It's just to super cool it. Why is there a green light right there? To be able to separate the nitrogen and the oxygen and all that kind of stuff. Pump it back into the system, and then heat it up from there again. Why is one light green? Whatever. Or like how heat dissipates in space, or what radiative energy was, or when they introduced phase changing. I really like that because phase changing is like a cheat code in the real world. If you have sufficient temperature outside, you can use a heat pump to, heat an area or cool an area with extreme efficiency. I'm shocked that more homes don't have heat pumps. And I was discussing this before. So, one of the mediums that is really good for holding heat and transporting heat is water. And I was trying to explain, or I was trying to convey something where if we dumped all of the excess heat that we produce in our homes into the municipal water supply, you could reject the heat very easily without much cost. And one of the problems when it comes to municipal water is steady use. So when you have intermittent use or you have ups and downs, it's the same thing like the electrical grid. It ends up being more expensive to try to match a high demand and low demand period. So one of the things that would make municipal water cheaper is if people used more of it. Like overall, it would be more expensive. And I know we're going to get into, what about saving water? That's another discussion, and it's mostly a scam. But like, say you lived in a large city and you have the municipal water coming to your house, you would then have secondary lines that go to your fridge, that go to your air conditioner, that would go to everything that produces waste heat, or needs to extract heat from a source to make something cool. So your air conditioner would be the same thing. Your heater would be the same thing in the winter. So if you're dumping heat into your house in the winter, you're extracting it or dumping cold into your municipal line during the winter, then that goes in the sewer system. High flow does have problems in a sewer system, but it also promotes a lot of discharge. Like the high discharge encourages high flow. So you get to the point where you create a situation where bulk stuff, like say baby wipes, don't flush baby wipes, by the way, but if you were to flush baby wipes, having high flow would reject those solids that don't break down much easier than a low flow. Now the treatment of that high flow becomes difficult because you have a lot of dissolved solids and things like that you need to separate off. But it's not an impossible task, and the higher quantity of material that you treat, the lower the cost is per liter. So if you are treating billions of gallons instead of millions of gallons, the absolute cost goes up, but the relative cost goes down. And you're using your system as a heat sink. It also means that the systems at the end of the line, the residential systems, are less complex because you don't need a fan, because the coils are being cooled by flowing water. Most of the time, the municipal part of the thing will be like fairly high quality, so it won't have the service. The service rates will be lower, not the service rate, but the service schedule will be less. You have to do servicing less often. Like, it's a whole thing that you could probably tell that I'm fairly passionate over. Okay, I think I'm going to do more than just grab. Now, maybe I grab it first. So I'm going to grab the lead first, and then I'm going to cut stuff up. Because the alternative is, like, if you wanted to put a heat pump in your house, and you weren't very close to the water table, what you would have to do is you'd have to put like a heat bed outside. You'd have to sink your thermal load into a backyard or something, which is not always possible. Not everybody has a backyard, but everybody has a water tap coming to their house. The cheapest would be a well. Like if you were to draw water up from a well, then you could just reject it right back into the well, because all you're doing is dumping heat into the water. You're not contaminating the water with anything. Why is some of this stuff you can't... Like, it's weird that some of these objects I can't break down. Like that pail there. Anywhere else I could break that pail down. Okay, let's break this down. Well, there is a cabinet back there. I knew there was. There's nothing in it, though. I forget where I was. Doesn't really matter. I'm sure nobody's really listening to this. I guess those are supposed to be the poop buckets in the game, in the story mode. It's also more efficient. It uses way less electricity. Actually, I think I'm going to sleep. I should have brought some food with me, maybe. Oh, I forgot the flares. Anything else? No. It's usually several times more efficient. And I will sleep. Go away, go away, go away. 2 hours. And actually, right now, as we speak, my computer is being cooled by municipal water. I have a primary loop that goes through a reservoir, and the reservoir cools the CPU down. I want to put the GPU on it, but the water block for the GPU was like a couple $100. And then there is the sacrificial fluid that is then put through the reservoir and then dumped into the sink. Basically, that's it. So once the temperature of the water, so the municipal water comes in at like 10 or 15 degrees Celsius, and the CPU dumps its heat into the water warms up to like 25, 30 degrees, 35 degrees, whatever I have it set to, depending on how I want to optimize the whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna go back and I can get food and water. I probably should have brought some with me, but I didn't. And I lost my bonus, but that doesn't matter to me. And it's exceptionally efficient and exceptionally stable, and it costs less electricity because I'm using less electricity to run my air conditioner in the summer, because the CPU and the GPU were put quite a bit of heat. Like the air conditioner in my room is 600 BTU, something like that. With the door closed, if the computer was in here with the fan and everything,
I need some water.
And it was hot outside, it wouldn't be able to cope, because the computer would be barfing out so much extra heat. But going through the municipal water supply and using that as a heat sink, all of that extra heat is just flushed down the drain. And it doesn't cost that much more. I think it's like $20 more in water a month, something like that. Unless I have it turned up all the way and I forget that it's turned up all the way, then it costs more. But I have since added an automatic thermostat with a controls a valve, turns the valve on and off, depending on the temperature in the reservoir. I could probably get it even more efficient if I had a faster pump on the CPU, because I just have a tiny little 5-volt pump on there that only circulates something like 40 liters an hour or something like that. And if I had higher pressure and if I had a better CPU block, a water block on the CPU, or if I was using a Pelche would probably improve it a lot too. So there's a lot of options to squeeze even more efficiency out of it. But it's not something that would happen because it would have to occur on a municipal scale. And without the municipality being on board with that, it wouldn't happen. And most likely, most citizens wouldn't agree to, the infrastructure required to enable that kind of heat sink, that kind of usage of the water, municipal water. Even though in the long run it would cost a lot less, the upfront costs and the conceptual thing, I don't know what to say, conceptual understanding behind it, whatever, would be high. Like it would take a lot for someone to understand how much they would save using a system such as that. It's like getting someone to buy a new car that consumes less fuel when they already have a car that works. Like, your savings might occur over a 10-year period, but if you already have a burn at hand, you're not likely to let it go to get two in the bush, kind of thing. It's a hard hill to climb when it comes to economics, to get people to understand that a little bit of suffering now prevents a lot of suffering in the future, because it's easier to do the thing that you're doing now because it works. If something works, people want the thing that works. Like the old adage is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind of thing. Okay, so I have a lot of metal from... Not a lot, actually, but I have some metal from the town. I don't really need to get more from there, I don't think. There was a lot in that community center, though, so... But if you notice, look, I got level 5 cooking, and I haven't really encountered a wolf. Whereas before, I was encountering them constantly. I think the game is set up so that once you get level 5 cooking, wolves are a little more scared of you, or a little less likely to spawn near you. Okay, it's a pretty clear day, so I think I'm gonna cut right across here. It also could be that I've been putting a lot of pressure on the wolves in the area and they just haven't come back.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
It's kind of weird, though, that... So the Swedish were coming up with a plan to make a cargo ship that used a large, basically kite, to offset a lot of its fuel costs. And how a lot of people, or some people, were making the snap judgment of that would never work. Not because it was like, oh, it's a kite, it seems weird, but because they're like thinking that a large ship couldn't be pulled along by wind or something. And then you show them a picture of a sailing ship and they're like, oh yeah. It's almost like people have forgotten how old technology works. Which, I mean, that makes sense, because who nowadays knows how to use a sextant? I don't know how to use a sextant, but if you go back far enough, a lot of people knew how to use a sextant, especially if you were traveling between cities or something, because there wasn't very good maps of regions, but you knew where something was in relation to its, like, celestial coordinates, because that kind of thing was well documented. Like maps of coastal maps and things like that back in the age of sail didn't look like maps. They were a bunch of numbers and charts and tables, because that's how you knew where things were and what was what. It was much less visual. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. What time is it? Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. This is fine. And I'm gonna try to sleep for 9 hours again. I should probably bring food with me, because if it's true that animals are kind of avoiding me now, I'm probably less likely to be attacked. But I don't really want to, you know, hang my hat on that and bet that they're avoiding me, because I could be wrong. Only 12 things of lead. Although I don't use a lot of bullets, so I don't know why I particularly care about that. Okay, so We'll put all of the mushy rooms over there. What else is there? Bullets. I wonder where I got those. I can't remember where I got those bullets. I think I'm going to put the distress pistol over there too. Although I also think I should probably make a container for ammunition and arms and things like that. Okay, let's fix these my tools before they fall apart. What time is it? Okay. I mean the real time, not game time. I still do have work to do today. How much of the whetstone? 50% of the whetstone is left. So let's move to the hatchet. Fix up the hatchet. I think I'm also like over mining metals right now. I don't think that should be my priority, even though I want it to be my priority. Because there's places where there might be a hammer on this map, and I should probably prioritize getting those places, getting to those places to see what if they're actually there. I think I'm going to switch back to the knife after this. What's the knife at? 75. Okay, there we go. Nope, that's not what I want to do. And why are your hands still bloody? Weirdo. No. No. They're there. Let's pick up some scrap steel and the quality tools, and we'll repair this. The hacksaw really drops in condition when you're cutting stuff up. Whoops. Put that there. Okay, do I have any... Drop that. Okay, so my loadout is a little better. Let's grab some food outside. And I think I've decided that I'm going to start carrying food. Because if... I'm just going to guess that the animals, that the predators are kind of staying away from me now. I will have to fish sooner or later because yeah, I need the vitamin C. but I don't think I need it right now. I think I want to move to coast. I want to move to Desolate Inlet first, which we'll be doing right after I search the other few areas in this area, the other few locations in this area. Okay, perfect. Now I just have to wait for the wind to go away. Let's read about fishing, since we're talking about it. Read for 2 hours. Read for... Oh, that's it. Did I not do it anymore? That's it. I'm a novice fisherman. But it is still raining like fuck. Or not raining. It is still snowing like fuck. So let's read about guns. Let's go bang bang. And that worked. Anything else on here? No. So let's put our clothes back on. It's a little late in the day, but I don't care. Nope, the other way around. There we go. We'll pause. And we'll go back to this thing. Doodaloo. Okay, and we're in Pleasant Valley. There we go. So what I want to do, like I haven't looked in here very much, but we haven't explored up this way. And this area here, this beta bunker, might have a heavy hammer in it. So I was thinking, if we go down the road here, we could check out this area or whatever's in this backpack. Then we can come back around this way, check this cave, and then around in this way, check that cave. And if it's too late or whatever, we can jump across back. Or, if possible, I want to get up into this area here and maybe go across here and then back down like that. Maybe. Because we've already been everywhere else up here. We've been to all of these locations. We haven't been to this prepper cache, but it's probably empty. But I was trying to work backwards, but I don't think that's working well for us. So if we work this way, if I find a hammer here, I'm probably going to come straight back, and then I might plan on getting to Desolate Inlet right away. Because that's the end goal, is to get to Desolate Inlet. Yum. What are we doing? I am going to bring my bedroll with us, though. And some extra water. A cooking pot. Actually, I'm going to bring less water because I am bringing a cooking pot. So I'm going to drop 1 liter of water. because the cooking pot's coming with us. I've got my bang bang. I've got everything else. My bow is holding up. Still 45%. I'm not sure how many shots that is, but I think if I break it, I can come back home pretty quickly. And I'm going to bring food with me because I don't really care if the wolves attack me. So let's just grab a whole pile of meat. How much is that? 23. $25. How much is that? 28. We'll stick with 28. Am I sick? Okay, good. Okay, well, let's head out. I could just cut across, but I don't like doing that. I like following landmarks. We'll head for that mountain there. Yeah, I think the modifier is as soon as you hit level 5 cooking, the predators start spawning further away. I think that's what happens. Because I can hear wolves, but they're a lot further away than when they used to be. It could just be that, you know, depending on what map you're on and how long you've been on the map, that's effective. But I have been on this day on other maps and been harassed by wolves a lot more. And I think if I was doing the coding, the game, I might add that in, just to be a jerk. But there's also less deer, so it could be that this is being affected by less wildlife over time modifier. The person with the #1 time in the Long Dark, who's survived the longest in one single play session, he said that his strategy was just to go to a new area, find a bear as quickly as possible, kill it, then move on to the next area. And so that could be the only really effective way for long-term survival, is to feed on the bears. Because I think they're the only thing that's like a guaranteed spawn. Look at the bunny. Okay, here we go. There's something to look at. Ooh, bullet. I don't even think he looted that much. Potato? Potato? Oh, that's not potato. I think I've already been there, right? I don't know. Okay, I think this is the exit out of the area here, too. Is it? Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure I can get that body up there. Or it's not up there, it's just right there.
Yeah. Could end up being useful.
Where's the feathers? Okay. I don't know what to expect now. Because, oops. God damn it. I let go of the mouse and then I hit it. I'm probably going to make fishing tip-ups as well. Very soon. Because they're the most efficient ways to fish. But I'm not sure if you can use bait on tip-ups or not. Bait usually gives you bigger fish. Don't see nothing around here. I'm also not meeting any wolves, even though I'm carrying a pocket full of meat. I might have to go out of my way to hunt them, actually. And the deer are pretty much gone. I don't think I've seen a deer in several days. Oh, let me look at something here. Okay. Just wanted to check the map on my tablet. Because there's supposed to be a cave here, and then there's a... Let's rock. There we go. Okay, I've got some bruising. Did they fuck up my clothes? No. That's all I really care about, is that my clothes weren't fucked up. I'm not sure I want to harvest those things right now either. Green maple. I am going to mark it, though. I think that's a good idea. Okay, this is about where the cave is supposed to be. Is it on the ice, or is it further back, or where is it? Actually, I can use this cave as a staging area. That's a good idea. Yeah. That way, I can still harvest them. But I won't have to deal with them. Stupid headphones. Ooh, is this a bear cave? Ooh, this might be a bear cave. I don't know if I can sleep in here.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
This is the first time I've seen a... Okay, whatever. Why am I cutting him? I don't know why I'm cutting him up. Okay, whatever.
Drop any of this gear.
Okay, I am not living in here. Yeah, I'm not living in here. I'll put them in the beta bunker. But I'm going to need some... I'm going to need some wood. I don't see any wood in the immediate vicinity. That is unfortunate. Okay, let's get to the beta bunker. Those wolves will be okay for now. Probably sleep in the beta bunker. Okay. It is somewhere around here. You gotta wonder how people dug these bunkers, like in the middle of nowhere. Building a bunker is pretty involved. You can't really dig it by hand. You do need machinery. But you can dig it by hand, but it'll take a fucking long time to do it. Is it like right on the top of the hill? Let's climb to the top of the hill. Okay, where is this damn thing? There's a totem. Oh. Is it too dark? Is this beta bunker like not a guaranteed spawn or something? I think the problem is that the beta bunker is part of the DLC. Let me just check this. I don't know. It doesn't say specifically that it is. Beta bunker, DLC. Okay, so this is never going to be here. And I do not know if I want to sleep in that bear cave because the bear can show up. Yeah, and that's not a great thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so there's no beta bunker. Let's just forget about that. Sleeping in the bear cave is probably a very bad idea. It's not likely to show up right now, but...
I'm getting tired.
I know, I know. And I still don't have branches or nothing around here. I don't know if I should risk it. If the bear is not there already, I don't know if it's going to show up. It's not likely to disturb any of the materials I leave behind, but it still might find me while I'm sleeping and eat my feet. Stupid wind. I think we're at the point where I don't care about hoarding resources anymore. Because it's, like, relatively easy to generate new resources. Okay, I am going to put my food down here. There. I'm going to put the raw food over there because he might grab it and then run off with it. Although I doubt it. Okay. I'll put the pelt down here. Where's the pelt? Put the pelt down here. Okay, but I will put the guts down over here. Oh, and that maple sapling here. There we go. Then I will put my mattress way the hell up here. Now let's sleep for... Oops, I need to drink first. There we go. Let's sleep for 9 hours. See how much we get, how much we actually sleep. Times it 9. It'll be morning soon. I think we're good. No, we are going to do that. Yep. Then you make more water. And I would really like some wood to do that with. There's food. There it is. But I can't find any food or any wood. Okay, so since the beta thing doesn't exist, I don't think there is a spawn of a hammer anywhere else on this map. So we don't really need to be here anymore. Is there any wood up there? I don't see any wood up there. Yeah, I don't hear any footsteps. Yeah, there's got to be some wood over here. There, I think that's wood. Yeah, that's wood.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
Here comes the sun. God, this is great music. I've always loved the music for this game. Always. Like, I have complaints about the company. I have complaints about corporate practices. I have complaints about, you know, different mechanics in the game. But it is still a stunning game. I'm like really close to home right now too. I could just go back home. Oh, I think I just saw a deer. I gotta make it back to the river. There it is. And I forgot to grab the 2 pieces of raw wolf. I'm going to do that. Let's run. When you're not efficient, it takes a lot of time to do things. And I'm like this inefficient in real life, too. I will forget shit constantly. Itchy face. And here we go. Okay, back over here. I'm going to cook them up while I harvest them. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the resources here or if I'll hump them back or what.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
No, Bear Grylls is really crazy. Don't ever forget that he isn't. Boo-boo! Boo-boo!
Come on, little fire.
I hear chopping in the background. You are a bastard.
Didn't work.
There we go.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
That
Didn't that work?
is annoying.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
There we go. Yep. 6 minutes. What can I do in 6 minutes? I can do that in 6 minutes. "49 minutes. Get the bulk of the harvesting done. But then I'm not going to have any meat to put on there. Is there anything else I can put in there? No. So let me grab 1 kilo of meat. That's disappointing that the beta bunker isn't there.
I am so thirsty, I can't think straight.
Is this done yet? 12 minutes until boil. Okay. 38 minutes, 34 minutes. 60 minutes. Oh, 60 calories. Five minutes. Oh, why am I so itchy all over the place? Something bit me. Put another thing on here. There. Now we don't have to do like 1.1 kilo slices. 20 minutes still left.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
18 minutes. I probably didn't need to bring as much food as I did. Okay, that's completely bottomed out. 11 minutes and 44 minutes. Although I didn't know that I was going to get these wolves, so... $28 minutes. That will probably be the end of that. Yep. And that's it for that. That's it for that too. There. Holster, there we go. How much am I hauling? Not very much. So let's go up there and grab the things that I've tucked away, because I can probably bring them back to the house. Yeah, there's not much else I can do here. So I think our next plan is to travel to Bleak Inlet as the bug out. Or maybe I would like to. Maybe I should wait for the moose stuff to cure. Where is the? There it is. Grab all this shit. Yeah, I definitely grabbed too much to eat.
Walk this much gear.
Let's eat. How much? Oh, I am severely overweight now. I probably removed that resources marker too quickly because I kind of want to dump the meat right there because it's unlikely that the wildlife will eat it because it seems like they don't like cooked meat, they only like raw. There we go. Although, I don't think it really matters. I'm not walking that slowly.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I'll show the torch on there too.
I need to find a place to rest.
Okay. How slow am I? I'm not that slow, actually. Let's eat some meats. Kind of want to do something dumb, like just sleep right here for an hour. Actually, I might be able to sleep behind one of these trees for an hour.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Shush. Okay. It's a little better. Not much better, though. But I think I'm going to head back home, even if it takes, like, forever doing this little tiny crawl. I'd like to get a little bit into the field before I drop any meat to keep going. I don't want to leave it on the ice right there. Okay. Bleak Inlet's gotta have a hammer in it, right? Muskeg might, but I don't really want to go anywhere near Muskeg. Muskeg annoys me. With all the soft ice everywhere, the thin ice everywhere. It just bugs me. Okay, I think I'm going to leave. I'm gonna leave the meat right here beside this rock. Or maybe I won't. Okay. Maybe I'll leave it beside this guy. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna leave all of this stuff right here. That's good. I'll be back for you later. I don't really feel any faster. Oh, I'm faster. I don't feel faster, though. I still feel pretty slow. Get my drink. Oh, no, no. I think that's a deer right there. I should have dropped more meat, maybe.
All rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
You know what? I can drop more meat right here. That's a little bit faster, not a lot. Let's notch our bow, because I'm not 100% certain that that's a deer. Because it is coming right at me pretty fast. That is a wolf. Okay. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna know where that is. It's like in a direct line from the house to the place that I marked off, so it's not gonna be a big deal. I'm gonna look at the other place that I marked off tomorrow, but it is almost certainly, that body's almost certainly gone. Trying to think of ways to move large large amounts of stuff without buying the DLC. Okay. Okay, the bear is cured, but the moose hide is not cured yet. All of this gut is cured, so pick all that up. And I'll put the new gut down there. Where is the wolf? The wolf skin. We'll just drop that anywhere. I think that's all of them. Then I'll throw this green maple down. We'll put the feathers away. That away. Drop that. Harvest this. So it looks like I lost 10% condition on that bow, less than 10% condition, with 3 shots. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. In the feathers. Where's the feathers? I got more feathers. More firewood. Anything else in here? No. I should transfer that arrow. I'm not going to do the arrow right away. I'll do the arrow a little while from now. And I think this one has got the guts in it. Yeah, it does. Let's drop this. Okay. And I will drink, and then I will sleep, and then tomorrow I will go get my stuff. Or I'll go get those two animals. Where's my clothes? Where's my clothes? Nine hours again. One of the other reasons that I want to scour the area is to get all of the saplings I can. Because the saplings are the things that are the most hard to get. Okay, I didn't pick everything up.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
You don't have to do anything for a drink. You will have a drink in a second. No, don't sleep. Need some sleep. Okay. I'm not going to eat because I left a bunch of food out there. Yep, that's right. And how much water do I have left? None. Great. I'll grab water. And eating the stuff out there will make it lighter, because it'll be in my body instead of on my back. Damn it to hell. Okay, I think it's this way somewhere. I took my earphones off, so if I get attacked, it's going to be very... there we go. Very inconvenient. Can't remember exactly which direction it is. But as soon as I get to the... yeah, I can't see enough to engage with a wolf. Once I heard him and I couldn't see him at all, I knew that was it. That's not going anywhere. Okay, let's tear up these hoodies because they take like 45 minutes to do. And of course there's going to be a storm. Perfect. Now the storm is gone. Always have stuff to do. I'm gonna drop... Yeah, I'm not gonna do the rest of these clothing here. I'm kind of tempted to take a nap before I go, but that's just tempting fate for another storm to roll in. Okay. The wolf is in the area. Don't think it's here anymore. Is this the right way? That. Yeah, I think it's this way. So my theory that maybe the wolves left you alone is not true. Cooking level 5 does not indicate anything. Maybe. I don't know. Is that the wolf? Is it even where I wanted to go? I don't think it is. No, it's not, but I'm going to kill him anyways. Actually, I think that's a deer. Yeah, that's a deer, so I'm going to leave the deer alone. I need to find where the marker is. That goes along that way. That goes along that way. I guess it's that way? Okay. Yeah, I guess it's this way. I'm not real good with directions. I think. Yeah, that's the tower. Yeah, it's that way. Yeah. And I think my other marker is this way too. So this is my new marker. This is my old marker. I'm going to swing by up to the old marker first. Where's that? I was going to say if I could figure out where the corpse is, I'll know if I'm going in the right direction. Why do I have so much shit in my eye? That must be it there. Okay, that must be it there. So the old marker is going to be somewhere over here, I think. There's some branches here. Oh, it's right next to the barn too. Let's go this way. Okay, there's the barn. I don't see a marker anywhere. Is it this barn? Or is it that barn? I do not know. Okay, that's the corpse. That's the barn. So I'm thinking it's got to be right around here. But it's not. So let's just forget about it. Where's the tower? There's the tower. So I'm going to continue on this way. Sometimes it's difficult to find these things, even if you've got a marker. Like, I downed 2 wolves, and there should be birds circling it, but I don't see any birds. I could also be in the completely wrong spot. I don't think I am. I think I am. Yeah, I think I'm in the completely wrong spot. No, I'm not. There's the cave. There's the cave. Ah, there it is. It'd be pretty close for the birds to make a good signal. There. And here's all the meat that I left. No, not yet. Oh. Clicky, 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 clicky. Clicky, clicky. There we go. And now the daunting task of eating hundreds of tiny little nuggets. To death by 1,000 McNuggets. A 100 million McNuggets. There. And now we can get to work. First I'm gonna get rid of this markings. Then I will cut this fucker up. There we go. Squawk, 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 squawk.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Is there any more feathers? Okay, the house is that way. So another wolf is right there. And then I'm going to plan my exit, I think, out of the area. And this is usually when I get killed, is when I plan the exit. Where's the feathers? I don't see any feathers. Okay, whatever. Let's beat this fucker up. Stab him in the belly. Okay, did you give me a feather? Thank you for the feather. Cool. Death by a million McNuggets again? Time is it? It is 10 o'clock. I really don't like the eating noises. Okay. On my way home. Where's my drink? There it is. I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Is that where it just came from? What the hell? I don't think that's where it came from. When did I shoot this one? Oh no, I did just shoot this one. Okay. I thought it came from over there. Oops. I must have drifted off to the side or something and then not really noticed. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. I thought maybe that was the one that I put a marker on before. This one here. Ooh, there, I can remove it. I didn't think I could. This music is very 90s, I think. Like, it's sort of Blade Runner-esque, sort of. Sometimes. Like, the violin is very synth string kind of esque. There we go. Home. Sweet home. Not really sweet. It's sort of dilapidated home. Home, sweet, dilapidated home. Let's drop all of the fresh meat here. There's not a lot of it. And that's... Actually, that amount of meat here, right here, is probably only half as much as both of these two things combined. Simply because all of these are all such really small slices that this pile here probably is only like 10 kilos, 15 kilos. This is probably 20 kilos. And this is like 2, 3, 4 kilos. Something like that. That's simply because I was trying to power through the through the oh, God damn it, think properly. Cooking. Try to power through the cooking. Okay, black bear. That is almost done. That satchel. Not satchel. That pelt is almost cured. Okay, let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of these. I don't know why I'm carrying my sidearm, because I don't really need to. Okay, let's drop the... Where'd it go? There it is. Drop this. And we'll drop the axe saw for now. Oh, God. Come on. Just go there. Fine, go there. There. What else can I get rid of? Zipot. The zipot can go back on the stove. There. Okay, let's pause. Okay, and we'll go back to the map. Chick. Okay, so we are here and we want to exit the area. We don't want to go to Black Rock. I think we want to go to Winding River. Like, so where is the regional map? There's the regional map. What's this? Oh, it's nothing. So we'll go to the regional map. We're in Pleasant Valley. So I think from the Pleasant Valley, we can get to the Winding River, to the ravine, to Bleak Inlet. So let's load up Winding River. I think that's transition area, right? Winding River. This one. Okay, so we're coming out of Pleasant Valley, and we'll be going into the dam. So we have to go through. We'll have to go through Pleasant Valley to get to. We have to go through Mysterious Lake to get to Bleak Inlet, because I don't think there's a direct link between Bleak Inlet and Mysterious Lake, and it doesn't look like we can go through Winding River to the ravine. So Pleasant Valley, we'd have to come up through here, come down here to the dam. The dam will be a good place to start a staging area to dump all of our things in, and then move on to the ravine, because the ravine is just over here. So if we go to Mysterious Lake, where the fuck is Mysterious Lake? Mysterious Lake? Okay, so when we come out of Mysterious Lake, when we come out of the ravine, or come out of Winding River, we're at the dam, and then we go straight to the ravine. Ugh, God damn it. Then with the ravine, we'll be coming out of Mysterious Lake, and then we can go to Bleak Inlet down over here. So, the areas that we can stage in here, I don't think we could walk down this. So the problem here, we're gonna have to put a rope here. We're gonna have to go up and down that, or we might be able to go on the track over here, cross this thing. No, we can't. Yeah, we're gonna have to go this way, because I don't think there is a way to get down here from up here. Yeah. So probably what would be best for us is to stage in this cave. So when we're leaving here, and we want to go to Pleasant Valley, or maybe we can go to Coastal Highway first. No, is Coastal Highway a good bet? I don't think Coastal Highway would be a good bet. Like if we go to Coastal Highway here, we'll be coming out up here to Pleasant Valley. And we'd have to go across here to the ravine. And this is a long trek. So yeah, okay, we're not gonna go there. Mysterious Valley is the way to go. Or Mysterious Lake is the way to go. Because once we get through the Winding River, up here, which is not a very difficult path to go, we'll come out here, and I don't think it'll really matter if we stage here. I think we can go right to Carter Dam and then drop everything in the control room. But for here, to get to Winding River, is also not that difficult, because it's just like straight down here. So we can stage over here at this hilltop cave. I don't know how high that'll be. And this hunter's blind, or the fishing hut. I'm not sure which would be better. So this will probably take a couple hours to move to the cave system. Or we could just dump it inside the cave system and move from one side of the cave system to the other. But I don't like that, because all of that work will be in the dark, and we'll have to do a lot of fishing to get enough oil. Now we have enough food to move everything. Food is not a problem whatsoever. Thing is, and I hate to say this, is that with the Trevos, everything would be easier. But I just don't want to do that. A bunch of small treks to this hilltop cave, I think, is the way I want to go. Then from here, straight through the cave system. But I think I'm going to dump everything off over here in this cave, because it'll mean less transitions into different locations. So because it'll be 2 transitions to go through here, and then 2 to go back in here, and then it'll be 4 to go across. So that's going to add a lot of time to what we're doing. Yeah. Or I can install the Windows version and I can install a mod, but I don't think there's a mod for carrying capacity, is there? So these are the mods. Ooh, better camera was updated. Info. Well, uh, you can set a bunch of features in here. Unfortunately, there's no sled or anything, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know if I care about that. With the Trevos, it's you have a 75 kilogram. Actually, I minimized that too soon, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So if we go back over here and we look at the Trevos, um, where's the carrier capacity? I don't see it. That way when the problem is that okay. So up to 75 kilograms of cargo. Is a deerskin patch attached to a sled, which is dragged by the survivor to new locations. When used, the Trevos will lose condition over time from wear and tear. They may be repaired with cured gut and cured deer hide for 70% condition. Harvesting a Trevos gives you 3 cured maple saplings. I don't even think I have enough to make this right now, though. Oh, 4 maple saplings. I do not. But it doesn't really matter because I don't really want to buy the DLC. Like I'm still sitting on the fence about it, but like I'm still pretty uh against it because like $25 for an in-game item, that's absurd to me. I don't want to be that kind of person. Does any of this stuff need to be fixed? No, it doesn't. So I guess the only thing now, and we are not going to go up here because there's still a bunch of stuff up here, and there's these the lonely homestead over there. But for the most part, I'm not going to do any of that kind of stuff. If I'm probably not going to play long enough to do any of this, because I think as soon as I get to Bleak Inlet and I'm able to start producing arrowheads, I think I'm pretty much done with the game. I think that's what I'm going to call a win. Ooh, I missed a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think I'd call that a win. So, let's drop my clothes. Drop. I think this is done now, is it? No, it's not done. So let's find something to do, which will be... Let's tear these clothes up right here. Okay. And there we go. There we go. Perfect. Nope. The moose is still not done. Yeah.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
So is it done now? Nope, that's the wrong place. Yeah, it's done now. Let's sleep until morning. Nope. We'll sleep for 11 hours. Hopefully that'll be enough. I'm pretty sure we will sleep for that long. Cool. And then let's grab our boots, our long johns. Where's the socks? I'll put the sweater on. So we'll put the sweater, the boots, the long johns, and then we will grab a bunch of cat gut or cured gut, and then we'll go downstairs. There we go. And we'll craft not a moose hide coat. That'd be nice though. Where is the satchel? Moose satchel. Oh, I need a sewing kit. I did not know I needed a sewing kit. A moose hide coat sounds good though. But I'll probably just make a coat out of wolf skin. If I do, I'm probably not going to though. This one. There we go. Okay. There. Moose satchel. Jesus Christ, how long does it take to make this fucking thing? 10 hours? No, let's not do 10 hours. We're going to do 4 hours maximum. Okay. We're going to go eat, drink, and then come down here and do more work on it. But that's fucking nuts. 10 hours. It's really nuts. It really is.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Will you eat some, oops, wrong place. If I could move the forge here, I'd still want to live here. This is a nice building. Okay. That should be enough for now. There you go. Now we'll chicken McNugget ourselves to death. once these tiny little morsels are done, it's gonna be a lot more convenient to eat. Jesus Christ, come on. Always opening that cap desperately. Okay. The moose satchel. Let's go for another 4 hours. Okay, I think we can do the last 2 hours. Cool. And now we can put the moose satchel on us. There we go. Plus 10 kilos. There we go. That's awesome. We got more carrying capacity now. There is the tactical backpack and shit like that that we can go for. Now, where is the... There we go. Drop the rest of my clothing. And the satchel, because I think the satchel does decay while wearing. Death by 1,000 nibbles. There we go. And water bottle. Let's see if we can get an hour in of reading before the sun goes down. Yep. Can we do another one? No. Okay. So now it's dark. Now we lay me down to sleep. Pray the Beelzebub my soul to keep. Okay, awesomeness. So we're in a good place. What time is it? It's almost time to wake up, so we're in a pretty good place. And I'm going to end it there because I still got stuff to do today, even though someone stole my my consignment. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna stream at 4 tonight. It depends on how I feel. It depends on what I get done, and depends on stuff. But I'll see you later.